starting with Captvr3D. I started my business 5 years ago in January 2019, right before COVID. I came across the cameras that were being used for real estate, virtual tours and things like that, and thought, well, how cool would that be if every business had a virtual tour? Had been fairly new to the area, which in Columbia there's 2 big hospitals systems, and at one point I had to choose like which one are we going to kind of commit to. I'd gone online because I'm a researcher and I'm not the kind of person like just show up and like nose around without permission. And so I ended up picking the hospital that had the best website with the most photos that showed me what I was going to experience. And so when I saw these cameras, I thought, again, how cool would it be if you need to pick a dentist office or something like that, you'd actually be able to see the space beforehand, or venues that you were going to rent, that kind of thing. It just made sense. It would make a really great marketing tool. So I used the same tech that they use for residential tours, Captvr3D technology for the cameras and the base imaging. I used a variety of third-party interactive additions that add performance metrics, interactivity, videos, menus, all kinds of fun stuff. And that's what I've been doing for 5 years as Captvr3D. And now we're adding a new division, Captvr3D Campus. So I've grown a little bit, and I've got some help to focus on the Captvr3D side. And last 2 years ago, we got our first college, which was something I was angling for from the very beginning. No surprise, I got my alma mater, Columbia College. So we decided to go ahead and kind of branch off with our branding and focus on the Captvr3D side, but we're also going to include not just academics, but athletics and healthcare. Anything that's got like a multi-building situation, or where you talk about being on the campus of, etc. So what's really nice about doing Captvr3D Campus versus all the other businesses I've done is that when I was pursuing in college, they already had existing tours. It was already a big company that did most of them, so I could price myself against them. With everything else, I was like the first one on the market, and trying to figure out my pricing, trying to figure out what to do, how to market myself. But with college, it's like, hey, you've already got A, I've got better B, let's swap. And here's how the pricing works out, here's what we're going to get. So it made the sales a lot easier. So yeah, first client was Columbia College. So right now, before Captvr3D Campus, most colleges had, either you go on the website, they'd have some 2D photographs, like here's some our students on the website, etc., maybe some short videos. I even saw some right after COVID, they kind of rushed to get a virtual tour. They would like walk around campus with you on their phone and just like show you things. Like that would just make me seasick. There are interactive maps that you can click on, and maybe some pictures would pop up, or a video or something. And then I forgot the W. Then the most popular one, the company that I'm in most direct competition with, does what I call a 360 photo slideshow. So it feels kind of like the slideshow. You can look around kind of in 360, but then you click another thing and it like goes black and comes up with a new location, which may or may not be very close to where you were before. So those are the things that I'm competing with. Okay, fast. Sorry. And this is what I offer. I offer 3D imagery in 4K resolution for a self-paced interactive exploration. So instead of a video, which is great, but they might go past something like, oh, that's our journalism lab or something like that. Like, wait, I want to see that, but they keep going. With the virtual tour, you're not being controlled by anybody else. You can take your time and look what is interesting to you. You might have interesting needs, unusual needs, maybe accessibility needs, or all kinds of things that you want to look at that nobody else might present to you otherwise. With a virtual tour, that information's out there, you can find it and look for yourself, that kind of thing. So one of the great things about a virtual tour, like an in-person tour, is that you've got global 24/7 access. Anyone in the world can take a tour. Columbia College loves this because a lot of their students are on sports scholarships from international countries. So being able to log in at 2 a.m. our time or whatever, and give them an in-person tour on campus. It will open up like a video chat with their face in the corner and yours down below, or up to 5 people, and then you can control where you're going and lead them through the tour, explaining things to them, and then you can unlock it and let them explore on their own from there, and have them share their screen with you, and you can talk about what they're looking at, which is really cool. We also have the VR experience that comes along with it. So admissions teens want to go to a fair or something like that, have their Oculus and pop it on the student, they can feel like they're present in the space, which is really cool. We also do performance metrics and data gathering. So we've got a portal in the back end where you can go in and see how many people are looking, how long are they looking, even heat maps, where on campus are they going. Because we have interactivity, so if you've got a menu, or this is actually a green screen avatar, she pops up and starts talking to you. So if they click on that, if they click on any of their interactive stuff, we get numbers on that as well. So you can see what's popular. I'm wanting to work with colleges to put in more interactive elements that give you a sense of what they're interested in. So like, we can do like multiple choice stuff. Like we can just pop up and ask, hey, what are you most interested in here? What do you find that you like most? People love talking about themselves, so we can collect that data. And at the moment, we're working on adding in another layer of Google Analytics that will pull more biographical data, where your location is. And the big thing we're trying to work on right now is being able to track, did you go from the nursing program to the soccer program? Are there correlations between where on campus you're going? And that's one of the best things about a campus size tour, is you've got all that variety of information just by following where they went. So that's something we have in the works right now. I don't have one time more. So I have found that the best way to get people to understand what I do is to show them. So this is the loading screen for the tour. I'm doing it here, sorry. So we got a little video that pops up here. You can turn on the audio if you want, but a lot of it is very customizable, depends on what like clients, which are usually the admissions officers or teams, want. So you can select locations by interest, or maybe the dorm rooms are probably the most popular. Everyone wants to see the newest dorm room or the dorm room they just got assigned. So that's something they can check out, and so on. You can just, this was touch screen, you can just tap wherever you want to go and move on to the campus. As far as I know, from what the research I've done, Columbia College was the first college campus to have a tour where you can walk from the gates into the dorm room, from one end of the campus to the other. Obviously, we can do like every single office, classroom, but all the public spaces, all the spaces that Columbia College will feature, you can just walk from one end to the other into that spot. Or you can use the menu to get there faster. Let's see if I can find something interesting to show guys. So here we go, the students say. So you might, if you've ever experienced Google Street View, you might see it's a lot like that, only a little smoother. And we can do a conversion to a Google Street View. So if people are using that to start with, they can just walk onto your campus from there, which is really nice. It should go straight into the building. See if there's student campus. This is the student center. Newer spots. So I end up working a lot with the marketing teams to come up with interactive elements to do things like that. Right now, Columbia College mostly just has the interactive avatars, but we're working on some other things. And we're working on that live hub situation where the admissions teams can do the same guiding tour for everybody. Yeah, that's pretty much what I do.